First, the child must be removed from the home, and then second, the court must make that order that continuation in the home is contrary to the child's best interest. That's correct so far, correct?
Yes.
And if those two factors are not satisfied, that is, they're not met, the child's not removed from the home, or the court does not make those specific findings, then the state could lose hundreds or millions of dollars.
Correct.
So it is very important, number one, that the child be removed, and number two, that the court make specific findings that continuation in the home would be detrimental to the child. Otherwise, the state loses millions of dollars.
To receive that funding, yes.
Yeah, and that could be millions of dollars.
It could be.
And the state would lose it if those two specific criteria are not met.
Well, not that we would lose it, but we wouldn't then be reimbursed or get that money.
What's the difference? If you don't get the money, you lost the money.
Well, if the kid's never out of care, then we wouldn't need the money to spend on them anyway to sustain them out of care.
Right. We're talking about just the situation under which your state would get money, right?
Right.
If you don't seize a child from the home, you don't get money, right?
Right.
Because the child's not in care, we don't have to provide services, we don't have anything to pay for it, right?
Right.
So the only way that the state, your agency, gets money from the federal government is if it removes that child from the home, correct?
I don't know if that's the only way, but I know that's one way.
Under Title 4E, what do you train your workers about how the state gets its money in relation to the work they do for your agency? What do you teach them?
For the Title 4E funding, that's correct, but I don't know about the other grants and all of that stuff.
Okay, the only thing we're talking about right now is the exhibit that's in front of you, Title 4E funding. In order to qualify for Title 4E funding, you train your workers that they must remove that child from the home. That's the first step, right?
Yes.
Then the second step you train your workers is that they must obtain from the court an order that says continuation in the home is contrary to the best interest of the child, correct?
Correct.
And you teach them this. If they don't follow those two steps, your agency does not get the money under Title 4E, correct?
Correct.
And that the failure to follow those two steps could cost the state millions of dollars, correct?
Yes.
Off my daughter at my doorstep because the program that she's at will not feed her. Athena, get down. Why did you run away from the program? This is what she showed up in? Love you.
Love you too. When's our next court?
I want to go home. My mom did everything she had to do. I'm gonna go insane because I need to go home. And my mom did everything that she had to do. She doesn't drink. She doesn't do any of that. I swear to God, my two twin dead brothers cross my eyes, stick 2 needles in my eyes, hope to die.
Once they take you down, then we're all next. Just look around. There's only a very few of us that have not been made.
They have access to a lot of confidential information. So the question is, what's the resource?
There is a concern that licensed attorneys might be getting this information and feeding it. I mean, when you're selling kids,
right,
there's got to be some money attached to that.
Yep.
I was figuring on using my trust account, but do you think I should set up a separate account?
I think it needs to go on your IOLTA. I think it should be a separate bank account. You do not want anything to happen to that IOLTA account.
It's not hard to incorporate a quick LLC.
You know, they'll visit like almost everybody in their cat bills, including Bruce.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I wasn't sure, and I don't know how this person got my email. Like, I'm just trying to figure out, what's going on, but I wasn't sure.
You know, Sarah, and everybody, there are a lot of attorneys that were included on all these emails that are not on this call and are not PALs. So this isn't just the 38 of us. This is larger than this call.
I'm all for spreading the word however we can and getting more people.
This is Siobhan. Did I understand this is going in a separate account, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. We can name it whatever we want, but that would require opening a bank account in the name of an entity.
Greg, can we just PayPal or Venmo you, or?
Okay, Greg, make sure you listen to what Siobhan Harris has to say. She's on the disciplinary committee. I would certainly recommend a separate account.
I would get audited with the
Our OCDC attorney is speaking.
I think the approach I'd want to take would be to just put it in my trust account. I mean, I understand that may create problems, but I mean, I just kind of view that as being where I put money that doesn't belong to me, keep my account in that way. That would work for everybody.
Yeah, in the operating account.
Not trust, but operate.
Yeah.
Yeah, stay away from the trust.
Yeah.
We call ourselves Cash for Kids.
Oh, yeah, LLC. My financial fund is that I know 4 or 5 other families, and we're getting together and we're hiring a lawyer. I don't know that she is, but there's a part that she certainly knows about this stuff. This threatens to take down the entire system.
With forwarding this email to other attorneys who may want to support the cause.
The states are taking children, giving them to somebody else for money that they get from the federal government. That means that all 50 states are involved in government subsidized child trafficking. It's a ring. It is the largest and most pervasive child trafficking ring in the history of the world by sheer money and numbers.
Children are seized unnecessarily from their families due to the federal aid entitled the Adoption and Safe Families Act.
It was put into law in 1997 by Bill and Hillary Clinton, and I said it that way on purpose. And it is a law that literally steals money from the Social Security Fund and gives this money to the states in order to incentivize them to kidnap babies.
To receive the adoption incentives or bonuses, local CPS must have more children. They must have more merchandise to sell.
Every child, once you've added it all up, is worth approximately $1 million to the state. But we've been told that this is a $60 to $80 billion a year industry, meaning the federal government is taking $80 billion a year and giving that money to all of the 50 states to kidnap children.
Parents are victimized by the system that makes a profit for holding children longer and bonus.
The states are taking children, giving them to somebody else for money that they get from the federal government. That means that all 50 states are involved in government subsidized child trafficking. It's a ring. It is the largest and most pervasive child trafficking ring in the history of the world by sheer money and numbers.